I am Rafa Benitez. You are watching the Redmen TV.
So we'll see.
Amazing. The big one that the press are picking up at the minute. Obviously, Brendan Rodgers has just done his pre-LFC America tour press conference. He was pressed on the issue of the Andy Carroll rumour that he's going to be going to AC Milan on loan. Now, the way that the likes of Sky Sports News are reporting this is that basically Brendan Rodgers was very non-committal. He could have used it as, I think he was coy on Carroll.
He refused the opportunity to back his player.
Now, obviously, we were there. Funnily enough, our very first ever Liverpool Football Club press conference, which was amazing. So we're going to like to make mind up on this. So we're going to show you the clip of the part of the interview in question.
There have also been players linked with possible moves away, and Andy Carroll has been linked with a possible loan move to AC Milan. What's your take on that?
He's a good player, Andy. So he'll always be linked whether he's here or not. So listen, it's something I've spoken to Andy on his holiday. So he knows exactly where he stands. I've had the chance to speak to a lot of the players, So no, he's a very good young player. And like I say, he'll be linked with clubs like that because he is such a good player.
Has there been any inquiry from him?
No, I haven't had anything from him at all. No.
How big a part then is Andy in your future plans for the forthcoming season?
I think initially it's just really about assessing the group and the squad and looking at their strengths. You never know entirely until you come in, and obviously the pre-season is a little bit broken this year because of players away and from the championships and recovering. But certainly, come the beginning of the season, I hope to have the squad that we can take through. Because obviously, after August, that's you then through until January. So it'll just be the case of piecing it together through until then and building a squad that hopefully can compete.
Well, there you go. I mean, I can see where you can get that because it is an obvious opportunity for him to go. No, Andy Carroll, firmly part of my plans.
What do you think of it? How did you take it?
Well, personally, I just think he's not even seen Andy Carroll play. You know what I mean? He's not even back. He's still on his ollie-bops, isn't he?
Jollies
after the Euros. So he's not even had a chance to see him in training. So he won't know whether Andy Carroll's the kind of player he wants. I mean, by all accounts, people are saying that he probably won't fit the Rodgers mould for system or what have you. But and so it's easy to speculate that Andy Carroll could be on his way. Whether we get the money we want for him back, how much money we would end up taking a loss on him.
But it's a loan deal that he's been linked with, isn't it?
I think the Alberto Aquilani fiasco would probably have left us a little bit, what's the word?
Wary.
Yeah, wary of loaning players to Italy. You know what I mean? Because quite frankly, the market's not there financially. So what would you be hoping to achieve? Are they going to pay £30 million for him at the end of the season when they won't pay like 7, 8 for Aquilani?
I mean, I read it exactly the same as you. I read it that he's not seen him play, and he's going to wait and reserve his judgment until he's seen every single player, and that's a good way of going in to a new business, a new football club, reviewing your options. There is key places that we know Liverpool need, right winger being one of them, for example. If Andy Carroll does go, forward's a massive thing. Forward probably is anyway, but let's see how Andy Carroll goes. Let Brendan look at him before we start making these wild accusations.
I still think he's a great option to have, and let's not forget, if Andy Carroll goes, we need a centre forward now. We'd need 2 if Andy Carroll goes.
That's true, yeah.
So there's another issue that we've got to factor into. I don't know. I mean, we'll keep you posted on this one.
The other thing, this has come from Silvio Berlusconi, which is the main man's son, isn't it? At the end of the day.
Isn't Silvio Berlusconi is the man. His son, whatever his son's name may be.
Yeah.
Well researched again. It's his son who's apparently taking over transfers or something you were saying.
That's right.
Excellent. If you know more, get in touch with us. We're taking full advantage of the whole Twitterverse. Hashtag Redmen TV, and we should be able to have a little bit of banter and back and forth.
Join the conversation.
Why not, indeed? So I don't know. This will rumble on. I think the fact of the matter is we won't know anything about the vast majority of players going out, especially until the end of this American tour. Well, obviously, if we find out any more before then, we'll let you know. Right.